Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you what Ekko Jungle can do after the buff. For those of you who aren't aware, he got a pretty big buff on his passive, giving it 10% more AP scaling. And on his R, it got 25% more AP scaling from 150% to 175%, on top of getting 50 extra base damage at each level, which is a lot. If any ability gets buffed by 50 damage or more, it is a significant buff. Simultaneously getting 25% more AP scaling on it and 10% more AP scaling on his passive is the reason why Ekko is currently the #1 win rate jungler in the game. For Ekko, you want to make sure you path into your best gank possible. He's a full clear style jungler. You want to take every single camp, then gank at level 4. Our bot lane is by far our best gank. Ganking for Nasus is terrible, so we're going to play accordingly. We're going to drop our W around 128. The shield lasts a very long time, so I wouldn't worry about getting too much value out of it. As long as you step inside of it, get the shield, get the stun, you'll be good to go. If you don't step inside of the circle, it'll only be a slow, which obviously is not ideal. Auto attack Q. I'm not going to sit there and auto down the blue buff when all my abilities are on cooldown. I'd rather get level 2 and start the Gromp ASAP, since the blue buff was about 450 health anyways. Auto attack Q. Ekko is one of the best scaling junglers in the game. For your secondary runes, you can go Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm. However, if they have good CC like they do, Ashe slows, Rammus taunt, it's much better to have Tenacity. The Tenacity is ridiculously high value. Pull them together, hit them with Q, put one auto attack on these guys. Whenever you hit something 3 times, minions, monsters, champions, that's how you apply your passive, which does a nutty amount of damage. And against champions, it speeds you up as well. That's how Ekko's able to kite people out so hard and stay on top of fights. Right now, Ghost Ekko has a higher win rate than Flash Ekko, so I would recommend it. We hit pretty much the whole camp there. And we'll be finishing off in a moment. You want to get comfortable moving around with your E. Your E can go over pretty much every single wall in the game. It's just as good as a Flash, honestly. Any wall a Flash can go over, your E can go over. We didn't land our stun, it's whatever though, because we have our shield. Our abilities are on cooldown. I'm going to go ahead and just smite it. Ekko doesn't have the fastest full clear in the world, but he does have the scaling to make up for it. You'll typically be late to scuttle fight, so clearing top to bot is generally best, since most junglers start with their bot side and clear to top side. That way you can still get a scuttle crab and gank where the enemy jungler isn't. Because if you're trying to fight 2v2 against a Warwick, or maybe a Lee Sin, an Elise, things can be kind of hard. So do take into account that your pre-6 isn't the strongest in the game. You want to focus on good clears and good pathing into your easiest gank. You want to max your Q first, E second, W last. Auto attack E reset. Want to make sure I get that. We'll put down our stun. If you don't stun the scuttle, it's going to take forever. Auto attack Q. The first part... Oh, Rammus is here. We need to make it to a wall. Looks like Lulu out-rotated him, but... We got our E over the wall. I had to flash for this speed up because Ashe was slowing me like crazy. I wouldn't say we got baited by our teammates, but they definitely didn't commit as hard as his did. We're extremely low in health, but top scuttle should be up. Rammus is by no means an easy matchup for Ekko, but like I said, we will gig out scale him. So wow, he must have left his Krugs up because Rammus is not a fast clearing jungler. I think his... That's weird. I'm not sure what he pathed to there. We're gonna hit it with our Q, E over the wall. Get all of our health back from the smite and whatnot. On your first recall in Ekko, you're looking to get as much of your rocket belt as possible. If you don't take free boots, you can rush down to your 2 boots. It's kind of risky though, since Ekko doesn't have the best ganks in the world. Once you have rocket belt, his ganks are way more consistent. We can't kill him on our own. We don't have any items yet. Blue smite, we don't even have that, so we literally have no items that will actually help us there. So first item back, rocket belt's pretty sick. I prefer Dark Sill though. I really like Dark Sill. We got a Dark Sill, Amp Tome, Boots, plus a control word. It's really nice back. Ekko is relatively Dark Sill and Mejaya reliant. His highest win rate builds all incorporate Dark Sill or Mej. We're going to be rushing down Rocket Belt into Lichbane. Third item is situational. If you're really fed, go Rabadon. If you need survivability, you can go Zanya's. Or you can press for like even Void Staff or Shadow Flame. So far, pretty slow game. When we used our flash to get away, I mean, when we used our ghost, it's actually a lot better because it's on a lower cooldown than flash, so it'll be up soon. It's a 1.5 minutes shorter cooldown. Yeah, 210, yeah, 1.5 minutes. Down goes Rammus. Your Q spreads out, so when you initially throw it, you can actually hit more things by kind of throwing it from farther away. Against champions, you usually want to use it as close as possible so you don't miss it. Your Q on the way out does about the same damage on the way back in, but the most important thing is when you throw it, it slows on the way out. On the way back in, it does not slow. So it's really important to land the first part of your Q, which is why you generally E into them and then Q. That way they can't dodge or juke it or outrun it. We're going to get our W down, fight him inside of it. Now we have our shield, so he's not able to really chunk us down. We're going to stay on top of him because he's low. We're going to have to kite it out a bit, though. I kind of wasted my my control word there. Oh, almost got her, and we got her flash. My Q didn't quite kill her, even with the Dark Harvest. We'll take it, though. That was a great interaction. Really, really good. Other than that control ward, that was sloppy. Auto attack E back in. Down they go. We can put one auto on each, and then let our Q do the work. My red buff was up, I'd hop over the wall here. We're almost level 6. Hitting it a little bit on the later side because we haven't soaked any minion XP. Ekko is not the best pre-6 jungler in the game or early game jungler. He's more of a mid-game, late-game style champion. As long as you don't die pre-6, you'll usually be able to find your stride off your rocket belt and starting to stack up your dark seal stacks as well. It's hard to force a kill on Ekko for most junglers, because if they use their gap closer to get to you, you can use your W defensively to where you're running away from them, and if they chase, they'll get stunned, and if they don't chase, you live anyways. As long as you keep your HP high, Ekko is not easy to kill. AoE slow, a dash that can go over walls, and your big shield stun. He's got a lot in his kit going for him. And his R absolutely chunks, even more now. His R already giga chunked, and now it chunks that much more with 50 more base damage at each level, plus 25% more AP scaling, which is a giga high amount. Makes sense why he's the highest win rate jungler at the moment. Yon's low, we can pop over that wall. I have Ghost as well. You generally want to W outside of their vision so they don't see you using it. Like this, so we get the stun on him. Down he goes. Not much counterplay for him there. I still have my R2. Your R heals you the more damage you've taken within the last couple of seconds. Heals you back to what you were at. So if we use it at this point, it won't heal us for very much. We'll get a very small amount. Rammus is running back mid. He's not going to be able to get Trend. He doesn't have tier 2 boots yet. Oh, cool. Get myself a red buff. I'm going to save W. Your W doesn't do any damage actively. Passively, it gives you extra damage against enemies below 40% health, but I was going to save it for Rammus as a stun, or worst case. Ooh. I gotta leave. Oh, this guy's being cringe. I might have to end myself here. That didn't see me. That's actually really good. I'll back right here. I can hop over the wall if I need to. Since that plant missed me, they're not likely to chase. We're chilling. Sick. Alright, we'll grab Rocket Belt, Blasting Wand, Amp Tome. Tier 2 boots are good on Ekko. With your E-mobility, especially if you're coming up behind enemies over walls and whatnot, it's usually better to get Rocket Belt. It's a dash plus a speed up and super high amounts of damage. It's super, super strong. Do not want to die. Ekko is the type of champion where even if you're going to get 3 kills and you die, it's not usually worth it. Especially if you have Dark Seals. or mesh stacks. Absolutely want to stay alive on him at all times. If you want to play champion that dies all the time, play Karthus or Scion. Move on to our red buff here. Ooh, look at that damage. Passive is starting to hit hard. Want to see if I could take him at the same time. It's kind of hard to find that sweet spot on a melee jungler. It's easier on a ranged champ like Fiddlesticks. Whatever. We have Ghost, we have Blue Smite, we have R. We could definitely make a play here. E max second, Q max first, W max last. One reason you start W is the amount of damage it gives you on your autos against targets that are below 40% health is kind of nuts. We can go over this wall. It's kind of thick, but go ahead and E into her. We get off the shield, hit her with Q. We'll go ahead and R out and we're chilling. Back to full health. We have ghost extensions as well, so we're still fast for a really long time. Rammus' top side. We can take both of these at the same time. Ekko's clear does start to get really fast. Lots of AoE damage plus burst on his passive. Oh my gosh, it reset on me. It's so dumb. Oh well. I'll go ahead and take his wolves while I'm here. Can start to build up a sizable CS lead. There's nothing to take. My E's on cooldown. His minions probably just saw me there. Tried again with our slow to keep him inside of the stun, but we couldn't keep it. Got the blue smite on him. Trinmer should be able to heal. Assume he has Triumph. Should I help him or should I just take the turret? Get him with a Q. And yeah, we are not necessarily behind, so we're doing some really good damage here. Auto attack E reset him, hit him at point blank range with Q so we don't miss. Against monsters, you don't have to use it at point blank range because obviously they're not trying to dodge your Q. We applied our passive to both of them. So much damage. And movement speed. I'll be taking that. Holy smokes. So much damage. I like it a lot. Ekko feels really, really good right now. Against enemies, oh, so it's below 30% health. I see. It's not the 40%. I was reading the wrong part. Rocket Belt. We'll go for Mej at this point. We've delayed our tier 2 boots a little bit. It's not crazy bad, though, since we do have our E mobility. So it's whatever. Once you have 10 stack Dark Soul, you might as well grab a Mej. Against their team, I'm thinking we don't even bother with Zhonya's. I don't think we'll need it. We already have Tenacity in our runes. We should be able to get out of Rammus taunt relatively quickly. I have a feeling they're going to want to FF15. If this game ends before the 25-minute mark, we'll go ahead and do a part 2. I'm really enjoying Ekko Jungle. I don't mind doing a couple of games. Feels smooth as butter once you're level 6 and up. We got R up. Once again, you want to try to use W outside of vision. So if you're behind a wall or in brush, they don't get to see like half of the animation and it's much easier to land. Go ahead, E, Rocket Belt into him, Q. Get behind him with it. Down he goes. Oh wait, why Trinimir stop hitting him? That was weird. Because Trinimir got stunned by the Ashe. That was janky as heck. Make sure you land damage from your Rocket Belt and your E, which is why you E, then Rocket Belt, and then you hit him with the second part of your E. Because the first part of your E is just a dash that go over walls. And both parts of your E can go over walls. Like, if I have vision, like, both parts can literally go over walls. Like, look. So, it's really hard to get away from if you're trying to escape. It's a complete waste of a controller because I already had one laid. Ekko's not the best dragon taker. Doesn't have much self-healing, and they quit. I don't blame them. It was a rough game for them. We'll go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time we're up against a Hecarim, and their comp is scary. Scion cast is going to be a lot to get through. Hecarim's a bit of a bruiser himself. Our comp is very poop. Our AD carry wanted to play top. He didn't get it, so he just kind of went Jax. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Jax will do a lot better against a Cass and a Caitlyn in a team fight. Lane phase is going to be weird, though, for them. Caitlyn ended up taking cleanse, so yeah, we're gonna have to play really well and not throw any of our shutdown gold to get our dark seals rolling, and we'll be good to go. For our runes, same setup. Dark Harvest on Impact, Eyeballs Treasure Hunter with Triumph, Tenacity, Attack Speed, AP Armor. And the nice thing about Tenacity, once again, is you don't have to go for Merc Treads. So in this case, they have Sona Stun, Kate Slow, Sona Slow, Kate Snare, Cast Slow, Hecarim Fear. So the tenacity from our runes alone should be enough to deal with that, to where we should be able to get away with going Sork Shoes. Or even Plated if we really wanted to. If you won't need tenacity, or if you plan on going for Merc Treads anyways, then secondary runes you can take Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus for better scaling. That will work too. Go ahead and smite it, so we can move on to the next camp with our Q instead of hitting it with 5 more auto attacks. Smited the blue buff a little bit late, all things considered. One more passive rotation on this guy and he should be dead. Yep, there it is. He's gonna burn out. Auto attack it, pull it to us, hit it with Q, drop the W. And I'm gonna go ahead and bonk him down. We'll finish these guys off in the next auto rotation. Maybe we don't even need to. Yeah, you don't even need to. It's not that pressing. The double burn from your Q will, from your 2 separate Qs will end up clearing it up. Q from a distance to get it to spread out nice and thick. We W a little bit on the late side there. Pop it with the Q. Kite it out. Don't stand still. It's harder to land your Q if you're standing still. Pop the red buff. We need to get our passive going on him. We use our other refill. We need to try to stay healthy. The biggest risk on Ekko jungle is if you get invaded. That can slow down your level 6 and your rocket belt. So try to keep your HP high and don't get yourself killed is the main thing. I'd say that is the #1 focus. We're not going to be able to fight for this. Hecarim's going to go ahead and just take it. We won't be able to beat him in a one-on-one unless we land our stun anyways, so it's whatever. We can look for a reset here. I don't think we have a gank. We might be able to counter gank. We could do that, I guess. I'll go reset topside in the brush. Where's Hecarim bot? Oh, Hecarim's bot. So Hecarim started topside. He cleared towards bot. Wait a minute. I don't know what his pathing was, but that's weird. He did something really weird. Gonna let my stun hit, pop with the Q, auto, smack it with the E. Yeah, I'm not sure how Hecarim ended up there. He still had his blue buff, but his red buff was down. So it's like he went bottom to top and then pathed back bot. He did a one weird clear. We're gonna W from out of vision. We need to land our initial Q on this guy. Auto attack Q. We still have our E to stay on top of him. And he knows that too. I held on to my E until he was going to burn his flash. Since we came up behind him, there's nothing he could do there. Ah, it sucks. Missed the cannon. Unfortunate. We could stick around or we could back for Dark Sill boots. I kind of like the idea of sticking around here. Because we can go ahead and pick up Gromp while we're here. Didn't get good value out of our shield. You have a little bit to get inside of it for about 2 seconds or so. I didn't quite get there though. I'll go ahead and reset. My Krugs are going to be up by the time I base down. I can farm back towards bot side or look for a gank. This is a really solid recall. We can get this. And, well, I like to get boots in the first back if I can afford it. So this is a really good back. We have double Amp Tome, Dark Sill boots. Hextech Alternator is really nice with the burst. However, only 25 AP versus 40 AP off of 800 gold. It's quite a bit cheaper to go double amp tome, get Boots Dark, so I prefer this setup for that how much gold we had. Get our W down, get it going on cooldown. I thought these were up. That's weird. Guess it was just yellow. Yellow's 10 seconds or less. Now they're up. Oh well. We'll wait for the Teemo, gank Sion over the wall with our EW. Catch him out. Remember, landing the first part of your Q is the most important, so try to get as close as possible before you throw out your first Q. What is this guy doing? We slowed him with our Q, but he ran outside of it. He's gonna die for it though. That wasn't worth it all for him. Your Q sets up your W. The slow from your Q helps you land the W. Some people will choose to run the wrong way and ensure their death versus rolling the dice on the stun. With where he ran to, he was guaranteed dead, but either way he was dead at that point. He'd gone too deep. He's playing a bit of an inting Scion with extra int. Playing Scion into a ranged matchup isn't easy. He started the wrong items though. Against ranged matchups as a melee tank or bruiser, melee champ, you want to take D-Shield with second wind. Every time they hit you, you heal so much it erases their low auto attack damage. Since he went Corruption Potion, he didn't take D-Shield, he may not even gone second wind. Team was able to poke him down fairly consistently. Got that. Bot lane is looking ripe for the pickings. Used refill, get our health back. My W's on cooldown. I'll go ahead and ghost out, hit her with Q point blank range. Still have my E, didn't need to use it. I'm gonna go to R and Sona on both of them. Hit her at Q point blank range, pop it. Look how fast we're going. That's all from our passive, dude. Passive is cracked. Sheesh. Yeah, this game's over. Not to be a drama queen or anything, but man, these guys are in a real rough spot now. Are Krugs up here? This is all down. Freaking sucks, dude. I'm sitting on double smite charges here too. I don't want to dive here. If I had my stun, I would jump on her and destroy her. Without it, I'm not going to. Got a full rocket belt, decent reset. Red buff's coming up. I'll path into that. Rocket belt is your best mythic on Ekko because it's a free dash. That also speeds you up if moving towards enemy champions. It makes it to where if you E rocket belt and then use the second part of your E, so E rocket belt E2, there's no way for them to get away from you. It's kind of impossible for them to outplay that. Oh, it's so good. Use smite charge immediately. Since we had two, we want to get it on cooldown so we can use it again sooner here. Top lane's getting ganked. I'll head over to that. I should be able to solo hacker him. I have way more gold spent than him. Yeah, Sion's dead. We'll W from brush. E rocket belt, E into him, smack him with the Q slow. And he's dead. He's got nowhere to go. Dang, whoa, he just chunked those minions so hard. I'm gonna leave those minions there. Since Ekko's R did get buff, it's more important than ever that you land it. So whenever they're on your little ghost, which trails about 3 seconds behind you, 3 or 4 seconds behind you, you want to hit them with it. That's what I did on that gank. I hit the Sona and Hecarim with that. He's running a weird way. He doesn't have the items to be trying to flank me like this. Yeah, down he goes. I still have my rocket belt too. Feels bad for him. Oh, I wasn't trying to do that. That's my bad. I didn't think my Q would kill the whole wave. Was not expecting that at all. I thought I would have just left it one auto attack for him, but it's not how it panned out. Got the stun. Hecarim's on his way. If my stun was up, I could camp brush and kill him super easily. Auto attack E reset. I guess we could still wait for him. My W is up for the bot side though. Hit him with a Q point blank range so we don't miss it. We got quite a bit out of him. I'm happy with that exchange. We'll pop over the wall with our E. We rocket belted towards the wall. Juke that out of the Caitlyn. She'll give us a speed up here in a second. Well played from the Karma there. Hit him with a Q, auto attack, and we get the speed up off of him from passive. The 3 separate attacks. We're on a big shield there. Well, I'm out of mana. I gotta back off here. Hecarim's healing back up. That was really gnarly. Just remember to go back over the walls. He might come for me here. Yeah, he wants it. I need that shield, baby. I'll shield myself. Pop him with a Q into E. Rocket belt. I'm going to R back. I don't feel like dying. I'm sitting on 10 Dark Sill stacks. If I were to die here, it would be a crime. Giving them 800 gold off one. Oh my god, how does he have Ma? How could he afford it? 65 CS, 1 kill? Are you kidding me, dude? No wonder he was so tanky. I saw a huge shield pop. I was like, wait, did he take Nullifying Orb? But that shield is way too big for Nullifying Orb. Holy crap. Ma Rush Hecarim, man. He's not kidding around. He knows we're the real carry on our team. Ma does give decent stats. 55 AD, 20 ability haste. It's actually a really good stats. How expensive is that item? Is that 3,200? Oh, only 29. Okay. Ma's a little bit sleeper, dude. That's really strong. We got a reset. We'll pick up Mej and Sork Shoes. Absolutely unstoppable. This game's been more spicy than the last one. The last one they rolled over and died easier. Ekko games are generally really one-sided because if they mess with your early game super hard, it's hard for you to get back into the game. And if they don't mess with your early game super hard, you just steamroll them with how strong he is right now. We could go Swifties here for fun. Yeah, I'll go Swifties. I can't afford Sork. Swifties aren't horrible on Ekko anyways. More movement speed equals you can stay on top of them or get away. Do whatever you want. Generally, you would go for Sork Shoes, though, over Swifties. If I could have afforded the Sorks, I would have grabbed them. I'm not going to leave base with this much gold, and I could have tier 2 boots right now and finish stacking my Mej here. Why is Hecarim even over here, dude? This guy's crazy. He can't solo me at all, even with his cheeseball Ma Rush nonsense. Gonna pop plant, E rocket belt into these bungholes. Why are they, what? Like what? Why? But why are these guys here? I gotta push this wave so they don't dive me. Oh my god, she even shielded me, dude. No way. Oh, that's so bad. I lost all my Mej. Are you kidding me? Okay. I mean, that's so bad, but I guess they lose mid-turret for it. They're a 4-man stacked bot. Jax was missing for 10 years. Had no clue what he was doing. Maybe he died? I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention. That maul is annoying. We landed a huge R on Hecarim, landed the stun, hit him with everything. But I mean, he's getting a 400 magic resist shield, so it's pretty dang tanky. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Assume Hecarim's top side's going to be up. It should be up. Absolutely 100% should be. Can't believe that Cass ability killed me even when I had Karma Shield on. It's kind of outrageous. Hey, free blue buff and Grom? Thanks, my dude. Applied passive. It's resetting. It's going to be off cooldown. We'll kill them both. Thank you very much, Hecarim. You are a saint. Now, come let me kill you, dude. He's not going to expect me. He's going to be on his wolves, his red buff. He's just not here, though. I guess I'll take his wolves then. No clue what he's doing. He's on his red. Oh. Yeah, later, you little dirtbag. Oh, what's that? You both just got slowed? Oh, But how is he actually running me down? Got Blue Smite back into the E. He got Giga kited out. We're on Ghost. He wasn't going to be able to make that work, even with his cheese ball. Maw Rush. Absolutely not. I won't allow it. This Kassadin is just pushing around the map. It's so annoying. Cass is a challenging champion for Ekko to deal with because Cass has a bunch of reduced damage he takes from magic damage on his passive. Plus he has a magic damage shield block. W outside of vision. We're going to E rocket belt in. Hit her with Q. And down she goes. As Caitlyn's really confident just standing there autoing me. I assume Hecarim's coming over here. I'm not going to stay. Hecarim has nowhere else to really go on the map right now. My team's going to do this though. I'll step back up. Jax finds the stun. And they can't execute. It's unfortunate. Happens though, dude. Especially Caitlyn has flash and cleanse. Go ahead and hop this wall. Hecarim's not getting many camps anymore. We're taking most of them. W outside of vision. E rocket belt. Blue smite. Oh, that's not good. I still have my R, but it would put me back in turret range, which is not what I want. Wukong is playing with fire there. Burn Ghost. He's looking to set up a kill. Oh, I didn't even get an assist. No way. Cass is going to have trouble in that. Wukong does pretty much all physical damage. Cass's passive and his Q shield are pretty useless against a Wukong. I'm assuming Wukong counter-picked him. I'm going to dump this wave since I'm already here. Wukong's resetting. The wave will push back to Wukong, and enemies will miss out on a lot of golden XP. These guys are, it's weird, they're still in the game. It's really weird. I guess I'm not, we should get Heralds and Dragons after we get these kills. So we can actually end. W, E rocket belt, drop the Q on him. And yeah, it's time to go for Herald here. Might as well. Still not back at 10 Mej. I'm only getting assists now. Kind of unfortunate. Don't do it, Teemo! This guy is really fast. Holy crap. How does he have so much mana, though? Wait, did he just flash the wall? That was kind of scary. I guess he had flash. He didn't have mana to R there. Oh, it's unfortunate. We got to reset soon. Go for Lichbane. Lichbane synergizes well with the Ekko passive. The burst on it is shocking after the recent Ekko buffs. His highest win rate, second item rush. That's what we'll be going for here in a second. Red buff's up in 30. I guess we could go for Krugs first. I think we'll have time to go for Scuttle as well. We are decently mobile. Yeah, we can take camps in just a few seconds. Sion's still inting. He has a lot of CS though, so he's scaling. Sion scales off of getting last hits and whatnot. And yeah, they're getting the dragons. It's not great. Wukong's not using the Herald for anything either. He just killed Sion and now he's resetting. Game's gonna drag on for a while. Something we could have done differently this game after every successful gank. Looking for an objective. Our team's playing for kills. Playing for kills doesn't win games though. Wukong dies once, they'll give up 1,000 gold. I've already given up probably 1,000. Lucids aren't horrible on Ekko. You could definitely go Lucids on him. Nash isn't really worth taking these days, to be honest. With how much AP scaling his R has, 175% on the damage aspect, Nash isn't necessarily worth it. You'd be better off with a Void Staff for the penetration. Or a Rabadon or any other kind of penetration item typically. Wukong finds the kill. Someone TP'd. It's probably the cast. It's time to lay Herald. It's time. It's our only one. Let's find W from out of vision. E rocket belt. Just like so. We get the big speed up. Oh, okay. Cast with the R flash. He caught me off guard there. Thought he was gonna R into me and try to burst me with his ranged abilities, but he R flashed. So he went, it was basically a double dash instantly. Oh, they actually stopped hitting the turret when it was one auto attack, so the Herald lost half its health there. That was really well played. That was weird. They're all focusing the turret super hard, and then they just stopped for the last second and a half. They wanted Herald to get credit for some reason. Magic resist cast, magic resist Hecarim. Having Wukong BAD is nice. Cast got a lot of gold off of me. Sion's still playing the split. He's super tanky too. He's getting shutdowns. That's bad. He's about to kill Teemo too. He is about to do it. Oh, Teemo, you gotta run. Don't. What are you doing, bro? You think those fruits are gonna save you? Let's get our passive. Run this guy down. Hit him with a QE. And down he goes. Oh my gosh. Get me out. Is Cass coming for me? Wouldn't be surprised if he was. He seems to always be where I am. So strong, so tanky. Keep losing all my mesh to that little bunghole. Gotta play for dragons. If they get soul, we lose. Wukong's phone is shut down. This game's ridiculously messy. We really should have won by now. If I would have gotten both Heralds and I was the one who picked him up, we definitely would have won by now. That's my bad. No clue where the cast is right now. Caitlyn clearly knows I'm here though. I'll be taking these. Caitlyn knows I'm here. That means Cass knows I'm here. I gotta back up till I know exactly where he is. It's somewhere in that area. Can chill on control word for a bit. Let's get in the brush before it sees me. Oh, this is good. We can WE rocket belt. Need her to go for the backline here. My backline steps up. That's not great. Can I even get to her here? Oh, her net didn't hit me. Her net didn't hit me. Haha, your net missed, buddy. My minion blocked it. She even burned flash and still died. That is why you go rocket belt, guys. So much mobility. Auto attack Q, auto attack E. Yeah, everybody dies. Some just need a little help. Oh, man. Finally. We get to fight some squishies and not casts. They should lose here. The Hecarim and Sona have been dead for a bit. I got them with my slow. Ooh, this is bad. This is really bad. We're all gonna die. That's not good. Good thing I had Ghost to just get the fudge out of here. Yeah, that was really messy. I thought we could end. Sion's in the way, though. He's too much HP. Hopefully Jax can get that dragon. He doesn't have many items yet. They're all kind of chasing kills and trying to force plays here. Oh, yeah. They want to do Baron, apparently. I'll heal back really fast off red buff. I could try to force an end here. Yeah, this is all warded. Oh, there's Cass. He's not doing Baron. Then he's not doing Baron. It's not even easy for Cass to chase us. He'll burn through a lot of his mana. He needs to start close enough to us to where he gets on top before he's blown half his mana pool. Because I have a relatively low cooldown dash of my own. Goodbye, Kate. That is good game. Oh, okay, maybe it's not good game. Cass just killed me in one hit. They didn't get Baron at least, so kind of worth, question mark. I'm going Rabadon, third item. Might as well. We're pretty fed. My biggest regret is not having Gathering Storm Absolute Focus in the late game here. That would be incredibly nice. On the bright side, now they're just Cass. He probably has Presence of Mind, Tenacity. He's got Electrocute, so at some point he'll fall off a little bit. Their base is extremely open. Caitlyn can't deal with us. Sona can't deal with us. Not a single one of them can deal with us. Not even Sion. Because we're so fast. If I go to backdoor and Sion tries to stop us, he has no way to keep up. We slow him. We keep moving. We keep moving. We keep moving. And then when he actually gets close enough and slows us, then we'll dash away. And continuously, he won't be able to get to us. So, oh no! Don't die to Cass, everybody, please. That's not good. I don't even see Cass over there, bro. Like, Cass isn't even there. How did they lose that hard when Cass was legit not there? See, how do you outplay that, for real? He misses like 2 R's? Maybe Karma can, and I don't know. As long as their stupid wave doesn't spawn. She needs to like stand away from the minions though. Oh yeah. Like, how is that balanced, dude? He misses me with 2 of his R's. I land my shield, I land my R, but I can't do any damage to him. It's so ridiculous. We need to go Merc Treads. We need some Magic Resist versus him. He has Sork Shoes. He's basically doing shrew damage. Oh man, we've lost all of our mesh. Cass is legit the most annoying champion for Ekko in the whole game, in the late game. You can't really get away from him. And yeah, how do you outplay that? You can't hurt him. He can basically one-shot you. It's kind of ridiculous. I still think we're going to win on a backdoor. I think Cass is going to see a triple or a quadra kill. He's going to go for it, and then I'll end. We can't team fight them, though. Our Jax honestly doesn't do anything. Our Wukong isn't able to get through Sion. We're not going to win a team fight, and they are warding the fudge out of the map. I ran into 5 wards when I wasn't even that close to their wall of their base. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Cass based or not. I don't know if they know that I'm here or not. Oh, let's go, bitch! Ow! You like that, Cass? That's right, baby. All right, let's look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had more damage dealt than most people in the game, but overall we had 4th most damage dealt. Cass had way more than everyone else. Teemo had a lot because Teemo Mushrooms, Wukong was Giga fed. For damage taken, we were the most on our team. Sion was the most on his team. For runes, really high value. Ekko Jungle, extremely nutty, super fun champion, and definitely the best jungler right now, especially based on win rate. You guys should pick him up. Just ban Cass or be prepared to dodge it because it's practically unplayable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.